Introducing the all-new Corolla.
And so I want to start by asking, what is the current balance of the recycling revolving fund? What are the current year's projected revenues for the fund versus spending commitments? And list those outstanding commitments.
At an oversight hearing yesterday, Senator Rory Respicio questioned GIPA Administrator Eric Palacios about how much money is in the recycling revolving fund and how that money is being spent.
I can tell you that currently the audited balance in the account is a little over $3 million. Of that amount, the $400,000 has been provided to the Mayor's Council, and it also includes the $2.5 million that Governor Calvo has directed Guam EPA to make available to the Mayor's Council as well.
The money that goes into the recycling revolving fund comes from vehicle registration fees paid by all island residents, and Respicio is the author of Public Law 27-148, which created the fund to pay for the collection and disposal of junk cars, green waste, recyclables, and other debris throughout the island villages. Guam EPA is tasked with oversight of that fund.
How much does the fund generate every year? Not projected, but the actual collections.
It varies, I would say maybe right at around $2 million a year.
Senator Respicio's questions were prompted by the governor's recent directives to disperse first $400,000, then $2.5 million from the fund to the mayors for village cleanup efforts. Respicio asked whether the Guam EPA board was involved in approving the dispersal of that money.
Yes, they are part of the process.
Was the board a part of the process of the commitment made to the mayors for the $2 million?
I'm going to say probably not. I failed to mention that to them.
The senator was particularly concerned about the governor's directive to release all that money while his own bill, Bill number 220, was under consideration by the legislature. 220 requires a strategic plan be in place before recycling funds are released. It was passed by the legislature last week, but it has not yet been signed into law.
So then you had the mayor saying that they have not received the $400,000. Then you had the administration saying, yeah, the money was released. And now you're saying that you've moved forward on the ideas of Bill 220, and you're developing a plan. You didn't consult your board, but yet that money has been released to the mayors. What is the status of the $2.5 million? Is that with the mayor's council now?
No, it's not. It's not, and because the plan is not finalized.
After the conclusion of yesterday's hearing, Respicio issued a release calling for the OPA to conduct an audit, saying the oversight hearing revealed what he said were questionable spending by Guam EPA Director Palacios, which today Palacios disputed.
That's absolutely not correct. And I say that because, throughout the government, there are processes and procedures that must be adhered to prior to any expenditures. And Guam EPA, we went through all those processes and procedures to eventually secure the necessary approvals to spend the funds.
Are there sufficient funds in the recycling revolving fund now to accommodate the $2.5 million in requests from the governor?
Yes, there are. There are adequate funds in the account right now.
Palacios also said that there is a plan in place for the expenditure of those funds, and he would welcome any audit of the fund by the OPA if the OPA chooses to launch one. Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.